Hello all, this is Pavitra Shanmugasundaram here. Today I brought you one of the important topics in English grammar, that is active voice and passive voice. So let us get into the video. So first of all, we must know what is grammar. What is voice in grammar? So in grammar, voice refers to the form of a verb that shows whether the subject of a sentence performs the action or is affected by it. So in simple ways, think of it as who or what is doing the verb. So there are two main voices in English, that are active voice and passive voice. So understanding the difference helps you make your writing more stronger, clearer and more direct. So let us see it in detail. So the first one is active voice, the doer. So active voice is nothing but the subject of a sentence will perform the action. For example, the subject is the doer. So the doer is nothing but it is a subject, right? So there is a sentence structure of active voice, so which is nothing but the subject should come first, and it is followed by a verb, which means action word, and it is ended by a object, right? So for example, the cat chased the mouse. So here the cat is a subject which is doing the action, or which has done the action, that it chased the mouse, right? Chased is a verb or action word. Here the mouse is an object. So why we have to use the active voice? So using active voice gives us clearer view of who is doing what, and it is more energetic and confident. More concisely, it often uses fewer words. So this is the preferred voice for most writing. So definitely I also would suggest that using active voice is more better than passive voice, right? Yeah. And examples of active voice. So Maria wrote the email. Here Maria is the subject. So what the action is she has done is wrote. So scientist discovered a new species. So here scientist is a action. Sorry, scientist is a subject and the action is discover. This is how we have to clarify about, or we have to know about the voices, right? So these are all the examples of active voices. So in simple way, I can tell you that all the tenses are active voices. Okay, all the 12 tenses are active voices. You may ask a question that in general we will be having three tenses, and in subtypes only we will be having 12, right? So yeah. And yeah, the passive voice. So the passive voice is a receiver. Let us see the definition. So in the passive voice, the subject of a sentence receives the action. So in active voice, what we have seen is nothing but the subject will do the action. In passive voice, the subject receives the action or it is affected by it, right? Yeah. The sentence structure of it is nothing but it is opposite to the active voice, which means subject, receiver plus to be verb plus past participle. Okay, so in passive voice, the object will performs the subject action. Okay, so for example, the mouse was chased by the cat. In active voice, we have seen that the cat chased the mouse. Here the mouse was chased by the cat. So this is the difference between active and passive voice. In active voice, the subject, the action of the doer of an action will perform, will be given the importance. In passive voice, the object will be given the importance. So notice how the mouse, which was the object in active sentence, is now the subject. The focus has shifted from the doer to the receiver. So this is what the difference between the active and passive voice. Okay. So let us discuss about the passive voice examples. So the email was written by Maria. So in active voice, we have seen this that Maria wrote the mail. So in passive voice, it it has been reversed, like the email was written by Maria. So here the subject is email, focus is on the email. So same like a new species was discovered by the scientists, the new product will be launched next month. Do year is not mentioned, so it is understandable. The fence is being painted. Here subject the fence, action is being painted. So I hope you understand this concept. So let us see in the next video the part 2 of active and passive voice. Stay tuned.